Welcome to Get to Know the Speakers of Digital Confex. Today, we have with us Venkat Sankar, Associate Vice President and Head of AI Technology, Motherson Group. He will be joining as a speaker on the topic the role of AI in revolutionizing industries and enhancing lives during the third Information Technology Confex happening in New Delhi on 23rd August. Hi Venkat, welcome to the chat show.
Hi, great to be here.
Yeah, but it's our pleasure to have you. So please give us a brief introduction of yourself and your field of expertise for our audience.
Sure. So I've been, in the software IT industry for about, more than about 21 years now. I started my career at General Electric, where I primarily worked on predictive maintenance, remote monitoring of large rotating equipment. And I would say, my 18 years at General Electric is kind of the journey where I was introduced to AI, data analytics, kind of as a field, and how it is applied to monitoring and looking after industrial assets. Subsequently, I spent, about 3 years at Ericsson, where I, was looking at how we scale AI for use in a telecom industry. It was an exciting phase kind of around when generative AI became a big thing in the market. And now I'm at Motherson, heading up their AI practice, looking at how we can get that next level of industrial efficiency in a manufacturing unit. So it's great to be here and talking.
It's great knowing your experience and different role in each big companies. So moving forward, I have a few questions for you today. My first question is, how is AI transforming industries like aerospace and telecommunications based on your experience in those sectors?
Yeah, I mean, I would say both these industries are undergoing big changes. AI is kind of letting us do things that probably was not that easy before. So when we think about aerospace, two things come to mind. One is safety, a very pertinent topic in the recent past about how we can monitor engines and aircraft performance remotely and using data and AI. A lot of my work when I worked at General Electric was around engine health monitoring and, understanding different signatures using AI and predictive analytics. The ability and the kind of data that is available on machines today, the amount of sensors and information that we have. We're in a unique position to be able to really look at a lot of that information and how do you put it? Predict what type of things could be happening. And it helps us in two ways. One is obviously, like I said, from a safety standpoint, we always want to be able to know what is going to happen with these machines when they're in flight. But even from an efficiency standpoint, how can we increase asset utilization in the market? Like an asset like a jet engine, which is on the ground, is not making money for anyone. So the longer we can keep it in the field, it makes a big difference. When I think back to telecommunications and a lot of changes happening there, one of the big challenges we've seen in the market is there's so many variations when you want to roll out, let's say, a network into a city. You have so many climatic changes, you have so many other factors that come into the picture. And these affect, the speed or the predictability with which you can put those kind of systems out there. Today, having access to a lot of the data, the information, and AI to be able to process a lot of this information at scale lets us get insights and things which can help us, maneuver a lot of these disruptions that we may generally see. So in short, seeing a lot of big transformations that are happening in the industry, just our ability to have a lot of data available, but then process that data at scale using artificial intelligence is becoming a game changer in these industries.
I think you gave us a very good glimpse how AI is transforming these two industries. So my next question is, what are the key ethical challenges as we face now, as AI now is becoming more integrated into industries and our everyday life, and how can we address them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a big topic these days, especially with a lot of countries bringing in, data sovereignty laws, how data is used. But then there's also another aspect that goes beyond just data. That is, even the kind of use cases that you have and the context in which they are used. Is that the right thing to be doing at that point in time makes a big difference. Something which could seem very simple in terms of, well, in this context, using AI there is not a big deal, can quickly change into something bad. Like, for example, today with a lot of our generative AI tools, we can build amazing videos and pictures. But if I start to use that to build deep fakes
Yeah,
or those kind of
deepfakes.
things, this is when we start breaching the kind of ethical boundaries, you could say, of the use of the technology. So the technology is really amazing. And I think a lot of parallels of how AI is similar to nuclear power is very real in the sense that it can be a step changer, a very powerful tool for the progress of our community and society at large. But at the same time, if it's not used or regulated probably in the right way, it can have a lot of repercussions in a negative impact to what is going on. So I think as companies and people that the way our lives are changing and we see this new technology come in, it's important for us to understand those ethical boundaries and what is there, so that we're using the technology for its intended use in a right way. We're not using it to cause harm externally.
I think loved your take and also the example you gave regarding ethical challenges and also how every industry is now addressing them by making laws. So I have prepared some rapid fire questions also. So my first
Okay.
question is, what's the most game-changing technology you have seen in the last 5 years?
May sound cliched, but definitely generative AI.
Okay.
I think I just think that while I've seen AI maybe over 10 years and where it's been used, the way generative AI has come in and it's just made it easy for everyone to use has been really amazing.
So if we looked at your phone right now, what could be the last photo you took?
The last photo I took was of, I was at the airport
Oh.
seeing some people off. So, aerospace being something close to me, I always love to take a photo at the airport.
What's your favorite part about tech conferences, like speaking, networking, or discovering new ideas?
Yeah, I think it's just, as Nokia used to put it, connecting with people. I love to get different perspectives from people. Being at events like DigiConflex is always exciting, because you can read a lot online. You do have, your peer networks that you talk to, but you get so many new perspectives when you're at events like this.
Thanks, Venkat. It was great connecting with you, and I am thrilled with your excitement to join our conference. So, any words for our participants who will be joining the conference?
I would just say be there. I am excited to be there. I'm going to be talking a lot about how AI is revolutionizing our industries and it's changing the way we work day to day. And would love for you to join in that conversation with me over there.
Great. Thanks for your time today, and to all the participants, don't miss reception happening on 3rd IT Confex on 23rd August in New Delhi. Get a great chance to connect with them in person. See you soon, Venkat.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you.